What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And before we get started on the video, man, I want to go ahead and, shoot your job offer, man. Just Pearly Thing says she's looking for an editor. Says she need an editor, man. You got to be located in London. DM it, Just Pearly Things on IG. So, yeah, man, if you want your job, you want to be, you want to replace Blessing. I guess they're having some issues up there in Paradise or something. And she need a new editor, man. That boy said, you're not paying me enough. I don't know what happened. He found out about them 85-15 contracts and he just wasn't having it. Or he just felt, he kind of finally felt cheated. He's speaking up for himself. But anyway, man, this video here is about, I guess she's supposedly exposing Sarah Garvey, or Sarah, as she calls him. And I could, the way that she's calling him Sarah, I think there's actually a little bit of truth to it, unfortunately, man, because he got some clips out there that are a little alarming.
Well, I've always kind of been a sucker for a bad guy, Mr. Bad Guy. I don't know, Mr. Bad Guy. And what's my name?
Unfortunately, man, especially for him to be a Jamaican dude, man. The Jamaican dudes was hating on him on the video I saw of the song. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what she says.
What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be telling you the truth about Sarah. So, there's been a lot of controversy this week, and a lot of people have had my name in their mouth, and I just think I owe it to myself to be able to tell the truth. Because at the end of the day, on this channel, we tell the truth no matter what. And I just think that if people are going to talk and talk and talk about me, I have a right to defend myself. I have a right to say what actually goes on. And I'm so tired of these people coming at me for everything. And it's like, you can't even tell the truth about anything anymore because people are pandering to their audience.
At which points are you talking about you telling the truth? Are you talking about you, I guess, spilling the beans on modern women or whatnot? Or are you saying you doubling down on the whole slavery was embellished comments? Which one is it? Because we ain't really talking about you having this whole modern woman Kevin Samuels spiel that you done stole from every single person in the manosphere. We're talking about the issues you got with this whole racism thing. How you are against reparations. You're willfully ignorant. You want to goddamn quote Thomas Sowell, but you don't know anybody else that actually speaks for black people that has sense. We're talking about the way that you're saying Alex Haley was running around here making a myth to have something for his people to go by. That's what we're talking about. How you're saying slavery's embellished. We're not talking about anything else but you being racist and having Nick Fuentes on to say crazy things to your little friend. But let's go.
So one thing that people have accused me of is grifting and regurgitating. You just regurgitate what you hear. You just grift. And you're just pandering to an audience. It's like I can't have my own thoughts or opinions without them believing that those are not my thoughts and opinions.
We know it's a grift, bro. You got them paid Kevin Samuels them rats just so you can get every talking point, squeeze every talking point up out of them. And you were just talking different a whole couple, 2-3 years ago when you was on the whole fresh and fit hate train. But let's go.
On top of that, people will say that I'm doing this for money and that it's all about money to me. Where do I begin?
This woman is a top tier actor, snake, whatever you want to call it. She's that. And I'm not going to say nothing too bad about it because she might hit me with a anti-bullying strike, man. Because we know Pearl be watching everybody's videos about her and she's thin-skinned. Even though she be saying, well, you blacks are just so, she's probably saying that behind closed doors. You blacks are so thin-skinned. Everything's just a problem with you guys. You're thin-skinned, bro. You're thin-skinned. But anyway, why are you doing this goddamn acting job you pulling up, man? Talking about some, you sitting there staring into the ground. Well, they're saying, shut up, bro. Shut up. And you talking about some, it ain't about the money. We know it's about the money. Yeah, it's about the money. Even if it was your actual true blue talking points, it would still be about the money. Even when you love stuff, it might be your passion. You still would want to get paid for your passion, would you not? Because you got to eat, you got to live, you got to have somewhere to sleep, right? So yeah, man, you lying again, but let's go.
A couple months ago, I made a friend in England. And this friend and I were best friends. Like, we were literally so close. Her and I would go, like, when I first got to England, and this was before the whole YouTube stuff. Like, she was there literally before I had any ounce of fame to my name. And she honestly saw me grinding and trying so hard to get this YouTube channel off the ground, right? So, I'm in England, and mind you, I'm alone. You know, my family is in the U.S. As you guys know, I have 9 siblings, and it's really hard for me in the U.K. because I really, really miss my family. A lot of people want to know why I came here, and I came here to pursue a pro contract. I was actually offered one in the fall. I turned it down because, honestly, the YouTube stuff got too big, but...
So think about that. Doesn't that kind of contradict what she said earlier about it not being about the money? Think about why she said she came to London in the first place. She came to London to get a pro contract playing volleyball or whatever. So that was her passion. That's what she liked to do and what she loved to do. But then the YouTube stuff got big, so she just went ahead and threw the volleyball to the side so she can goddamn pursue the YouTube monies, right? So that would mean you was in it for the monies, right? Because if you could goddamn go do volleyball and get paid, you'd do that, right? But instead, the YouTube took off. So he was like, man, I want the monies, man. Let's go and get this thing, man. If they gonna keep on simping and pimping, well, simping and let me pimp it, I'm a goddamn pimp it.
What the what? What a money reside? What a money reside? What a money reside? What a money reside? Okay, I'll tell you.
And that's what she did, right? So, I mean, we already knew it was about the money, but that to me, I don't know. It just kind of shows a little further that, if this is making more money, I'll do it. Even though I love volleyball, but this is making more money, so I'll do it. Let's go.
Yeah, when I got to England, I was alone. I missed my family, I missed my siblings, and I had no friends, but I made friends with this one girl. And this is back when I just started my channel, and I really didn't have a lot in common with the girls on my team at the time. And I was in a long-distance relationship.
Wasn't Pearly the girl that got into it with her ex? And I was like, what? Child, people on TikTok don't like Pearl because of something that happened between her and her ex-boyfriend. She basically played him to some degree.
So I'm not really too clear on the whole situation between her and her ex. I know that some people say that her ex was a bum with 2 kids and he was fat as hell, which we see right there, he's fat as hell. And then other people are saying Pearl cheated on him or something while they was together or something. I guess, because Pearl's a 304 out here in these streets, but she be acting like she ain't. And then maybe she was trying to run. Maybe she ran off to London to play volleyball because she was running from her issues. You know how some of these women do, man. They be running from their issues. So they go to another state or they go to another country or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure on a clear story. If you know anything, go on, drop it down in the comments below.
So, and at the time, she had come on my show, this friend, and we were close. She was on the very first show. Fast forward a week or two. She, not a week or two, it's actually a couple months. And this was tough on our friendship because I just didn't have the time I used to. Everything blew up so fast, everything got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I just genuinely didn't know what to do. I mean, how do you handle extreme fame at 26? There's no book of how to do that. And, I was just saying my opinions, and I would go on my story, and I had a story one day, an Instagram story, and it said, modern women want to be victims. Now, what was my point of this?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
She's killing with these fake dramatic pauses, man. Come on, man. Stop it. Let's go.
I kept having girls come on the show and claim they were abused, but had no evidence. And they would say, or they wouldn't talk about how their boyfriend hit them first. And they were very deceptive and misleading. And what I realized is a lot of these women want to be victims. It doesn't mean all women. It doesn't mean 100% of women. But a lot of these women don't care about the truth. They just want to be victims. And that's what I was talking about. But this friend took it personally. She was so mad at me. She couldn't stand it. And she said to me, I can't be your friend anymore after those comments. And I was sad, guys. At the time I was in America, I was collabing, I was doing all this stuff, and she messaged me this. And I was so sad because I had no other friends. And I was so lonely.
So she didn't have no other friends or nothing like that. Does that mean that Sarah Garvey was smashing that thing? He was putting the Sarah on there. She was like, bow. He was putting that Sarah on her. Bow, 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 bow.
And what's my name?
Again, and he had her like, Mr. Bad Guy, Mr. Bad Guy. What else does that say about her, man? If she ain't, because she said earlier, I don't really get along with my volleyball friend. I ain't had nothing in common with the other girls. But him, unless she's, disguising all the men as girls. But let's keep going.
Do you know what it's like to be in another country where you know no one? And everybody everybody that you talk to is trying to get something from you, especially the more famous you get, because everyone is always trying to get more money from you. Everybody's trying to get more, clout off of you. And it's really hard to see who has good intentions and who doesn't. But this girl was there from the beginning, so I thought she had my back. But it turns out she didn't. Until a month later, she came back and she said, Pearl, you were right. I'm sorry. I freaked out. And she started to come around to a lot of the ideas that I had. Now, don't get me wrong, she's nowhere near a conservative, and I am nowhere close to a feminist, but it really showed that even though we were on opposite ends of the spectrum, you can really work through things and talk about them. Now that we are friends again, everything was back to normal, right? And why wouldn't it be? But, there's always that level of, will things go back to the way they were? And for the most part, they did. She started to come on the channel again. She started to hang out again. And then she went on the show one day, and she sat next to someone named Sarah. Sarah. And Sarah was a really interesting girl. I mean, this person came on the show and really agreed with my friend in the beginning. But what was interesting was that now my friend disagreed with her. And that is the truth about Sarah. And that's the story, guys. I know.
So that was a terrible, lame, nothingless, cringe story. And I wasted 8 minutes of my life looking at that video. And now you wasted it with me. But at least you wasted it with me. I appreciate you for wasting it with me. But yeah, man. What do you guys think about this story, man? Was it just cringe and not making any sense? Or, do you feel like, man, she exposed Sarah, man. But what the hell, boy, Sarah, he a sucker. Or, what does it really do? It's just like a lame, it was kind of one of them lame, dumb folks kind of jokes, if you ask me. Lame as hell. Didn't have no real punchline or funniness to it. It's like, you the only one laughing at your joke, bro. It wasn't really hitting for nothing, bro. How do you guys feel about Sarah Garvey? Do you guys think he's the real deal, or do you guys feel like, man, get your ass up out of here, bro? I don't know. Let me know all that and more down in the comments below, man. We're gonna keep on seeing what the hell develops out this Pearl thing situation, man. If you watched it to this point, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.